Okay, so the Leaving Cert is just around the corner, and over the next little while, what I wanted to do was take a really in-depth look at Section A of the exam, the mandatory experiments. But let me first explain why I think you should be aiming to do as much of Section A as you can. Last year, we predicted all of the mandatory experiments that came up. Why? Because it's not that difficult if you look at the last time these experiments did come up. So you could really aim in Section A to have at least 2, if not 3, of your 8 questions done before you even move on to Section B. Also, it used to be the case that you had to answer at least 2 questions from Section A. That's no longer the case. So now you could really focus on those experiments that you think are going to come up. And if they don't, well, you can still take your chances in Section B, and you're no worse off. So it really is worth focusing on a certain number of those experiments that you think will come up. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to walk you through all of the key points for a key selection of experiments that I think have a good chance of coming up this year. Let's first take a look at what we think will come up for question 1, the titration. Here in the past paper portal on our platform, if you go to question 1, you can see which questions have come up in which year. You can see from past years that questions tend to come up on a fairly regular basis, so we're going to be looking for the ones that we haven't seen for a while. What jumps out straight away, of course, is the iron tablet titration. It hasn't been seen since 2009, which is crazy, so do especially watch this one. We also haven't seen the iodine thiosulfate titration in quite some time. The Winkler experiment, mandatory experiment 12.3, hasn't come up in quite a few years, and that tends to come up quite regularly. Similarly, the experiment to find the water of crystallization in sodium carbonate crystals, whilst we saw it in 2020, it does come up very regularly, so it is worth keeping an eye on this one also. So in the coming series of videos, we'll focus on these titrations, and then we'll move on to question 2, the organic experiments, and so on. We'll go through all the details that you need to know for the exam, so make sure and follow us so as not to miss anything.